Here we go. Let's do it one more time.
Be like a heartless guy here, but I felt nothing when Asuma died. Like, nothing at all.
Nothing. Nothing. Welcome back. I am Freight Train. Okay, guys, let me turn this down. All right. We got some haters, Freight Nation. We have a hater. A hater has been identified. Okay. This is going to be another rant video. Now, when I do my rant videos, I was trying to just, like, switch it up. Do, like, one person, you know, like, one time. And, like, and Z-Shot, I'm glad that you hit me up. Because I'm glad you got a question. Because I got a question, too. But anyhow. Alright, guys. I was watching. Okay, it's going to be in response to. Let's just go right to it. It's going to be in response to FG3000. Yes, FG again. His Hidan is here. Naruto x Boruto. Let me... I will get back to you. I will holler at you. Now. Alright, I was watching the... Let me kind of put it straight here. Okay. This was my response. Well, this is what kind of... I don't know. I don't know if you say tick me or whatever. I was just kind of shocked. My jaw dropped when I heard this from FG.
Be like a heartless guy here, but I felt nothing when Asuma died. Like,
nothing when Asuma died. Let's hear that again.
Be like a heartless guy here, but I felt nothing when Asuma died. Like, nothing at all. And the reason why is because Asuma was like, he was barely even in Shippuden. Like, he was barely even in the anime.
Okay, alright. So, I'm sorry, I didn't even mean to refresh that. That's what his... Oh my god, I know what to say to that, guys. Alright. Asuma is... Oh my gosh, he is a very important character. Okay? I would actually be more shocked by my statement that I didn't care about Jiraiya until he died. But you didn't care when Asuma died? You didn't feel the... I mean, I know you said you felt bad for Shikamaru, but... I mean, I think he's one of the first... one of the first senseis to die in Naruto. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe he's the first sensei out of all the team 7, 6, 10, blah, 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 blah. He's the first one to die. That is monumental. Secondly, Kishimoto, if you guys know, if you follow the whole story... He does not like letting people die. His main people, the main shinobi, the main characters, he does not like to let anyone go, okay? Nobody go. Nobody. I mean, they can die and come back, I don't know how many times. Or literally look like they died. I mean, that's what substitution jutsu was made for, okay? Because Kishimoto could not let anyone go. So when he finally let someone significant go, like Asuma Sensei... That was huge. Now, okay. As you can see, I put WTF. I don't like to cuss, guys. I like to abbreviate. I don't like to cuss in my videos. Obviously, I cuss in real life. Everyone, I'm sure, probably cusses. But I don't like to do that because I obviously know people are going to watch my videos or going to hear me. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, but I put WTF. Are you serious? That was a huge... Alright, that was huge in Naruto, first Jonin to die. Big scene, and the growth for Shikamaru. That was a huge growth for Shikamaru. Huge growth for Shikamaru. Alright, Sora was a good arc to me too, because, I mean, the Nine Tails anyhow, the essence of the Nine Tails, the fact that someone else was able to acquire it, and you have to realize too, at that point in time, I think we've only seen 2, 3 Tails. I think possibly 4 Tails of Naruto. That's it. So then we had somebody else who kind of was on a little upper, you know, more advanced skill with, you know, with that chakra, or at least just actually seeing Naruto battle the power he has, and actually tie it into a legitimate story, not just, okay, this is a dream or something. Like, no, this is an actual person that has the same power that you have, and you actually get to battle him. That was actually a pretty good arc to me, and I believe we get to see Asuma's friend forget what his name is. I think that's the same arc. We get to see his friend, and he does the same kind of almost jutsu that Hashirama does with all the hands, the like Buddha with all the hands. But anyhow, all right, and they say smoking cigarettes. Okay, I put smoking cigs. Yes, it is a personality trait. All right, and he is the son of the third, which is huge. Oh my gosh, you guys need to watch part 1 again, I swear. I'm sure most of you guys are just Shippuden, but you guys need to watch part 1. And he is a tough guy. Okay, now being the third son, no, that's just okay, I wouldn't say that's a trait. But I mean, I'm just trying to give some significant points to, oh, if someone said, who's this guy, Asuma? I'm like, well, he's the third son. He does smoke cigarettes. And yeah, he's a pretty tough guy. Yeah, these are 3 traits that I think fit Asuma pretty well. Or again, the third, we can throw that out the book, out the window. Now, and that's why I put, did you watch part 1 or 2? I'm confused because I mean, and yeah, I was kind of feeling a little like ticked because I was like, what are you talking about, FG? Now, FG could be trolling us. I don't know. He might be serious. This is his opinion. I mean, that's, again, everybody's entitled to their opinion, guys. So just, it's my opinion, response to his opinion, to his statement, okay? He made a statement, which was his opinion. I just responded. Now, that's not why I'm making this rant video so much. But this, I mean, all right, so we had some comments. I got a couple likes. All right, then one guy said, what did I want to say? Well, I mean, I think I thought I said what I wanted to say. But there you go. Here, you get a video for you. I'll shoot you the link. And then this gentleman says, like, look, counter opinion, describing impact on story, arc review, personality trait, character traits, and a question. This looks like a little baby kid, and this baby kid understands more than most of you people making comments. Smoking cigarettes is not a personal trait. We're gonna look up real quick. Okay, what I think I responded to him. Okay, sorry for I'm gonna have to block off this F off guy, and that's what the whole thing's really about. But anyhow, smoking cigarettes is not a personal trait. Okay, habits are traits. If you smoke cigarettes, that is a habit, which is a trait that you display. It's a trait of you. If you have a habit of playing sports, someone can say you're athletic. That's part of your trait. Because why? Because that's something that you do. It's a habit. Habits, evolve into traits. Okay? Habits do evolve into traits. So yes, smoking cigarettes is a habit and is a trait. Okay? And then, so I'm glad that's all you try to say. And this guy here, Lawrence Nicholas. All right, everybody, go send a message to Lawrence. Go send a message. Don't be too mean. No. But anyhow, Lawrence here said, F off, nobody cares if you unsubscribe. I guess we won't pause. Well, Lawrence, what? I was like, wow. That made me laugh. So I think I did. Okay, there we go. Here's my responses. So I did respond to him. I said, are you crazy? A habit is a trait. All right. And then to Lawrence, I put, LOL, did I upset the baby? Did your feelings get hurt? Hashtag tryhard fan. So I don't know if you're a tryhard FG fan or not, but the F off, like, I was like, what? That came out of nowhere. And I really wanted an FG response, not a Lawrence who has, what? Oh, I just went to Eric. There's Eric, guys. You guys want to check out his channel. And here's F off Lawrence. That's what Lawrence does. Just watch his videos and tell people to F off. So yeah, guys. Okay, Asuma. Oh my gosh, guys. That was a big, I don't know. Let me know how you guys feel. That, to me, was a huge scene in Naruto. That let me know that Kishimoto was real. Okay, he was ready to start. And even then, he didn't let no one go to, like, Neji. Name someone else who was significant who died after Asuma in part 2. Nobody. It's pretty much nobody. They're all enemies that you can't count. I mean, people that actually came from the Leaf, from part 1. People from part 1. This is the guy that was from part 1. and died. So I mean, let me know what you guys think. That to me that was crazy. That was crazy. Now, like I said, I mean, the craziest statement I've made close to this was that I didn't really care about Jiraiya until he died. Like, I mean, I really didn't care about Jiraiya until he died. I thought he was just a weirdo, pervy sage, and helped Naruto out. But I thought that was going to be the end. There was a lot more to Jiraiya, especially when they introduced that he, the pain saga. So when they kind of fought. So that was cool to see how he not raised them, but found them as orphans and taught them ninjutsu and stuff like that. So that's when I kind of got more attached to Jiraiya. So it was kind of towards the end of when he died, when he was about to die. That's when I got attached to Jiraiya. But I mean, Naruto, most of these characters in Naruto, especially if you watch part 1 too, a lot of them are you attach yourself to them. There's a lot of strong connection to a lot of these characters, and Asuma was really, I mean, I don't know if you guys really like the third. I mean, it was kind of hard not to not like Asuma. I mean, that's his son. It's like, I mean, before Naruto had Boruto, it's like, his little son or little brother was Kanamaru. It's kind of hard not to like Kanamaru if you like Naruto. I mean, they go hand in hand with each other. They don't like, I mean, if Kanamaru died, I mean, people would be like, you would be shocked. I mean, I think you'd be like, dang, that sucks. He died. Like, I mean, it's a person that you can let go, but I mean, you would be pretty shocked if that person died. Now, that's crazy, guys. I think that's crazy. I don't know. Here we go. Let's do it one more time.
Be like a heartless guy here, but I felt nothing when Asuma died. Like, nothing at all.
Nothing. It would probably be not. I'm sorry. It probably wouldn't be so bad. I probably wouldn't be taking it so hard if he didn't say he felt nothing. Like, nothing. And then another guy, I felt nothing when Asuma died, but when Jiraiya died, I don't know. I guess, I don't know. I would say to anybody making that statement, and FG, if you can respond too, did you guys watch all of part 1? I mean, did you? There's like tons of history. I mean, you gotta understand too. I don't know. I guess you guys feel bad for the who is it? The Inishikicho. You guys feel bad for Shikamaru, Ino, and Choji. You guys don't feel bad for the person who actually died and left a baby. He's leaving. Won't ever see his baby. Oh my gosh. There's so much. You guys. You know what? And another thing, if you guys are subscribed to me, and you're telling people to F off, unsubscribe. I don't want that type of language and stuff on my channel. I don't really. So I mean, yeah. If you're doing that, see, yeah. Look it. I just unsubscribed FG. Yeah. That's. Oh my god. Shikamaru was crying. You guys have no idea. You guys must not have watched part 1. That's all I have to. That's my logical response. My rational response is, you guys obviously didn't watch all of part 1. You guys must have hopped around. I don't know. There's just so much history there with Asuma. Oh my gosh. You guys. I would say the most important senseis, I mean, why would it be like Kakashi, Guy, and then Asuma? Who else is there? I'm drawing a blank because I'm just so stuck on this Asuma. Don't care about Asuma dying. Oh my gosh. That was, I mean, oh my gosh. And for it to be, what surprises me most to FG is that if this, which you mentioned on a video recently, if the Shikamaru arc, when he's fighting Hidan, was one of the best fights, like you said, to date, at that point, up to that point, okay, not to date, but up to that point in the story, I mean, Asuma's part of that. Asuma's part of that death. So, I mean, all that ties in to all the feeling that you get in that whole fight, guys. It ties into all that. To, like, how, I mean, the whole growth. Shikamaru grows so much at that point. We probably get the Shikamaru we have for the rest of the season at that point moving forward. I mean, just him defeating Hidan, how he defeats him, I won't spoil it, but how he defeats Hidan is genius. Ingenious. I mean, ingenious. I mean, and you think he's gonna die. That's how serious that fight got, and that's how serious how Shippuden cranked up everything. I mean, when Shippuden first came out, and then when they first meet Sasuke for the first time, I mean, it looked like people were gonna die there. But again, Kishi does not like to let anyone die. So I mean, they could have. I mean, he could have freaking killed Naruto, Sakura, Sai, and Yamato would have probably survived. But the other three are done. I mean, he would have, the same move he would have took out almost Itachi with. Yeah, you need a Susanoo or the first Hokage's DNA to survive that type of attack if he get hit directly. But, I mean, you can see there's like points, there's so many other things up to that point. People were going to die and didn't die. When they let Asuma die, that was big. That was huge. It's hard for a writer to let someone die, okay? It is hard. Trust me. It's very hard, all right? So the fact that Kishimoto did that, and even at that point, Kishimoto had pretty good control over the manga. So, you know, that was actually his original. Oh, okay. That was actually his original concept of everything, you know. If you followed the story, the manga, when he was writing it, he actually had to extend it. There's statements, okay, articles. He had to extend the manga about 1.5 years, 2 years, because, you know, everybody wanted him. You know, the producers and everything they wanted more money, basically. And even Kishimoto's twin brother, I believe, he has a twin brother, told him that he was, you know, crazy to basically retire the series when it was so hot, you know, at it being so hot. So he did extend it 1.5 years, 2 years. So we have 1.5 years, 2 years of story that wasn't even supposed to be in there, okay? But this concept of how Asuma dies and stuff, that is from Kishimoto, okay? That's huge. That's huge. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you guys follow part 1, like I said, because there is such a strong connection. He doesn't just come in Shippuden and teach Naruto, which is one of the biggest concepts that we learned in Shippuden too, is the nature, okay? That Naruto's wind nature and Sasuke, we knew was fire. We knew that, but you know, just to see fireball jutsu all the time. But he knew then that even Naruto says it during that Asuma, you know, segment, that basically his jutsu can only enhance Sasuke's. It couldn't overthrow Sasuke's. It couldn't overpower him, because his is wind. Wind helps breathe more energy to fire. Okay, so he knew then, and that's a foreshadow. Naruto is famous for foreshadowing. Kishimoto is famous for foreshadowing lots of events. Okay, so that too is showing us that, you know, well, we knew they were going to team up, but I mean, they're showing that they had to combine their power. All right, in order to defeat, Naruto knew he can enhance Sasuke's power, but they had to combine their power in order to beat any enemy that they had. Okay, and Asuma taught him that. I mean, I don't know. That was the first time we were introduced to that. I mean, gosh, and there's plenty of times Asuma is there, but again, he's there more in part 1 than he is part 2. So if you didn't watch part 1, I don't know what to tell you. Or if you didn't watch all of part 1. But yeah, guys. I mean, you guys, I don't know. Don't even worry about Nicholas Lawrence, whatever his name was. But, I mean, yeah, keep it clean, guys. I like, you know, what, let me see. Let me show you. Okay, hold on. We want constructive criticism. Okay, I got that on one of my last few videos. Constructive criticism, okay, that's important. That's important. You don't have to go crazy on somebody and tell them to F off You can say, you can be educated, okay? Like my boy Don here, okay? And Donna actually might take that concept of the Let's Play. But yeah, you give constructive criticism, okay? So that's what you do. That's what you do. You don't tell someone F off. You sound ignorant, because wouldn't you tell me to F off? Because, I mean, just because I don't unsubscribe or blah, 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 blah. I put JK if you didn't see that, but he probably just read the first few things, got lit and turned up. But again, guys, I mean, I don't know. Don't come to my channel. Don't come to my channel and do that. Don't tell people to F off. Someone has something to say, try to give something constructive to say back. I mean, I take everybody's comments, okay? And I mean, good or bad. I mean, as long as you're telling me something, I'm not going to tell you to F off. I'm going to, actually process what you're trying to tell me. See if it makes sense, if it's rational or not, and then give a response to that. I'm not going to just cuss you out or tell you to F off or act like a Neanderthal, all right? But, so if you're subscribed to me and you want to act that way, just unsubscribe, please. Do that. I mean, you're doing us all a favor, especially the people that come to my channel. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much my rant. Let me know how you guys feel about Asuma. Let me know how you guys feel about any, I guess, death in either part 1 or part 2 of Naruto, and or even the next generation or whatever. Let me know what was significant, I guess, to you guys. But I mean, to me, that death with Asuma was really. Let me tell you this: in the manga, okay, because in the animation you won't see this, but in the manga, when Asuma dies, Shikamaru actually picks up his cigarette and starts to smoke it. And I think actually Shikamaru smokes cigarettes in the manga. He was supposed. I don't know if he's supposed, but I think anyhow in that scene he does. But I mean, it just shows the connection that if you like Shikamaru, I mean, that's again, if you like Shikamaru, then you can understand his relationship to Asuma and how he wanted to, he looked up to Asuma. He really did. I mean, and him picking up that cigarette, I mean, he's crying and he's picking it up. Obviously, he's not like, oh, I'm going to pick up cigarettes now because Asuma's not smoking them. No, I'm not saying that. And I'm not telling you to smoke cigarettes either. No, you don't need to. It causes cancer. But it's just the connection, the significance of what Kishi was trying to capture in that moment. I mean, I don't know how to necessarily explain it into words, but I mean, it was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking. It was heart-wrenching, man. It was. I mean, and to be able to do that on just a canvas of black and white, they portrayed that really well. And again, it was a really good fight. The whole thing, even like they had like the fight, and then obviously Asuma dies, and then they go round 2 basically. But yeah, the whole thing was really, really well done, and it was a big moment, I think, in Shippuden, and the growth definitely of Shikamaru. It's and not just of Shikamaru, but all of them. Ino and Choji, they knew that everybody had to toughen up, and that was big because no other team, Shino, Kiba, and who's their 3? Shino, Kiba, and whoever else, they didn't have to go through that. Sasuke left, but Naruto, Sakura, and Sai, they didn't have to go through that. Lee, Neji, Tenten, they didn't have to go through that. All those 3, the Inishiki Chode, all of them had to go through that. So it was a huge moment, guys. And it's nothing, I mean, just as a fan, that's nothing to look over lightly. And Asuma's death, without that death, okay, that growth when it happened, because Shikamaru kind of relied on Asuma's wits. Even though he made the same mistake, multiple mistakes, that was the main thing. He did rely on his wit. So let me know what you guys think. You guys grind. I will too. Talk to you guys later.